Hi there, Doug Stuman with IT Creations with a server from Tyan. This one features a 1U chassis but can support up to 4 double-wide or 6 single-wide GPUs. It has a single socket for a second generation AMD EPYC series processor. The difficult part? The name. This is the Tyan Transport HX B8021G88V2HR-2T-RM-N2. The chassis model number is the G88V8021, which fortunately is incorporated in the name, so I won't be saying that again. Another ridiculously long name for Tyan for this mini 1U GPU high-performance computing server. Just playing with you, Tyan. To the viewers, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already lost you with the name. Let's get to it. With support for up to 4 double-wide or 6 single-wide GPUs in only 1U, the system has some depth to it at almost 35 inches or 885 millimeters in length. Not sure why they decided on millimeters either, given a millimeter is about the size of a freaking dime. Let's just call it 88.5 centimeters and have done with. Anyways, with a second generation AMD EPYC series CPU, Rome, it has up to 128 PCI lanes, PCI 4.0 lanes. That said, this one only pumps out Gen 3 lanes as it originally supported the first generation AMD EPYC CPUs, Naples, and still does for that matter. Naples only supported up to 32 cores and PCI 3.0, so really a massive leap in cores and PCI bandwidth from the first to the second generation processors. But you still only get PCI 3.0 bandwidth on this platform. The TDP is limited to 180 watts, so you still only get 8 to 32 physical cores with either generation. And yes, the Naples or 7001 series CPUs do have 32 cores at 180 watts. One more thing, this was an Intel-based system, it would be called the Thunder HX. Transport HX platforms like this one feature AMD processors. There are only two 2.5-inch drive bays on the front of the chassis for SATA drives at 6 gigs. Right now we have 2 SATA drives with 2 terabytes each. To the left, a perforated panel hiding a bank of fans. To the right is a small control panel. The control panel has a bunch of status LEDs on top, then reset, system ID, and power on button with dual USB 3.0 ports below. Are you interested in this compact little GPU server? The B8021G, nope, this one, not going to say the name. If you are, then for a limited time, you can save up to $500 off a system that is listed or one that you can configure at IT Creations with a value of $5,000 or more. Click that link for more information, and when you're ready to make a purchase, just mention this video to save. If you're looking for something else, check out itcreations.com. Chances are we have what you need. On the back, dual 80 plus platinum PSUs offer up to 1600 watts each with 1+1 redundancy. Next to those, a VGA port, LAN ports 1, 2, and 3. LAN port 3 is dedicated for the Integrated Platform Management Interface, or IPMI. A lone USB port, and then a single PCI slot in the middle with a perforated blank beside that for airflow from the GPUs. In this configuration, we have augmented the 2 integrated RJ45 NIC ports with a Mellanox 100 gigabit Ethernet dual port QSFP56 NIC card. It offers 50 gigs per channel and is compatible with both PCI 3.0 and PCI 4.0. And yes, there are other options for network communications, but you do only have the 2 integrated ports and the option for one more NIC in that PCI slot. Inside the case is where it gets interesting, as I'm quite sure you too are wondering how this little unit can support up to 4 double-wide GPUs or up to 6 single-wide GPUs. The default configuration supports 4 double-width 300-watt cards with 4 PCI 3.0 by 16 slots and a single-width Gen 3 by 16 full-height half-length slot. That's the configuration we have here. You can see the single PCI slot next to the PSUs is occupied by that Mellanox card. The 2 PCI risers stacked behind the drive cage support optional riser cards with dual PCI 3.0 by 16 slots for support of up to 2 single-width GPUs each. The other 2 GPU cages in front only support 1 single-width card each to get 6 single-width GPUs total. Once the fan shrouds are removed, notice the fan layout. 5 just behind that perforated panel to cool the front 2 GPUs. Then there's a single fan adjacent to the drive cage on the other side with 4 more stacked between the GPUs. They are tiny little 4cm fans, so clearly thermal load is a factor in this design. 6-pin and 8-pin power connectors provide additional wattage to support the double-width GPUs. The approved GPUs include the V100S 32GB, NVIDIA Quadro RTX 6000 with active cooling, plus the Tesla T4. Also with detailed instructions for installation in the user guide is the AMD Instinct MI NVIDIA RTX 8000 and NVIDIA P4. The P4, like the T4, is kind of a short card, both of which require an optional GPU air duct and air duct wall, but only for the front GPUs. This system is outfitted with a 2nd Gen AMD EPYC 7502 processor, offering 32 physical cores and 64 virtual threads. It has a base clock of 2.5 GHz, 128 megabytes of L3 cache, and a TDP of 180 watts. It also features 8 memory channel architecture. The 16 memory module slots are loaded with 16 GB DDR4 registered memory modules for 256 gigabytes of memory. This system can take up to 2 terabytes of memory using registered DIMMs or up to 1 terabyte using load-reduced DIMM modules. The speed will depend on the memory modules and configuration, either 2666 MHz or 2400 MHz. In addition to the 2 storage bays up front, this platform also has dual PCI 3.0 slots for support of NVMe M.2 drives. Although it is at end of life, one of our customers ordered this system and I thought you might find it interesting. At only $1U, the Tyan Transport HX B8021G88V2HR-2T-RM-N2 does offer some interesting attributes with a single 2nd generation AMD EPYC and support for up to 4 double-wide or 6 single-wide GPUs. As a slightly older server and the fact that AMD has been pumping out newer, better processors at a fast clip, it does only support PCI 3.0. That said, 4 double-wide GPUs. If you want more information on this server, click that link right there or the one in the description below. I'll be posting more current systems in the coming weeks, like Gen 5 systems, so think about subscribing to this channel. Till next time, I'm Doug Stuman with IT Creations. Thanks for watching.